Hey everybody, it's Molar, and this is Timna. I'm pretty excited to be back recording games, trying to decide if I was going to share this or not, but just 4 days ago I was shoveling snow and I had a pretty serious medical incident. I had a heart attack. I'm fine. Just 4 days later, I'm back doing this. 24 hours after it happened, I had a stent placed, and another day after that, I was out of the hospital, and things are going pretty good. But I do feel pretty lucky. I encourage everybody to keep touch with their doctor and report any symptoms, and hopefully, you don't get any surprises like I got. Speaking of surprises, there's nothing surprising to me about Timna anymore. I've played it quite a bit over the years. It's a very pretty map. You're kind of limited to where you can put your housing because the water is where it is and the places that you want to be are far away from it. It's also a map that punishes efficiency because you do have to have 2,000 people for your requirements. By the time you reach that population mark, you're not going to have jobs for everybody. Gold and copper are the name of the game here, and some gemstones. I usually put the gold mines over in this little strip. You can get 5 gold mines here and a few gemstone mines. I usually put the copper mines over here. There's room for quite a few, and I usually do the military buildings and the weaponsmiths over here as well. Because we don't want to be too efficient, I think I'm going to go with 4 small senator blocks. I'm going to start off by getting the gold mines down. I'm going to get my housing down here. And I'm going to get a water carrier here. And the town palace as close to the mines as I can. The water carrier should be able to get out of here and supply the small senator block. And I should be able to get employment for the mines with some housing placed here. All they're going to need is a architect's post. I'll change the road when we get some gemstone mines down, and I'll probably put the gemstone storage yard somewhere here where it'll get covered with fire from the housing block. Because I've got the water supply down here, I'm going to put a house in the water supply spot. Seth is our only god. And we're going to need architect and fire and police. I'm not putting them in the usual spot because I think I'm going to put one of the new pavilions down and just give each area a pavilion. And I think what I might do is just change this house just slightly. And I'll build my next housing block over here and connect them up with a road. I want to set up my copper mines over here. We're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be getting a water supply that's going to go up and supply a housing block. And we'll get our housing down. And our basic services. And we will need a storage yard for the copper. And we'll want to start selling it right away. There will be no need at all for necking. There's really no need to bring in game meat from Noopt. That leaves Thinnus, who will buy copper from us and in quite a large quantity. So we're going to want to open that up and start selling copper right away. And as soon as our economy is going, we're going to want to get military down and start to meet the requirements for this mission. We're going live Going to want a physician in both of our locales. And I think we'll put priority on hygiene just to get the water carriers out. Gold is going into the palace, and copper is heading to the storage yards. I think we'll start trying to get these people fed. These are a fire risk. So since we're cut off from the housing block, we're going to just give them a firehouse. We'll put the granary where it's going to get some fire coverage. Tell it to accept. And the reason I'm doing this instead of bringing it from a central area is I am trying to be inefficient in this mission and duplicate some things as we can. I probably won't give this block pottery. I think it will be okay as it is. We do need workers. And I'll probably give them the pavilion and the juggler's school. And all three of the schools. And we might as well get the tax collector down. And this area is finished off. We're going to make our first copper sale, and we can probably start thinking about the military as soon as we beef up the other housing area. We'll deliver that request. I think we'll set up the rest of this housing block. Guess we'll have to stockpile. I think we can get started on the military. No academy in this mission. That should do us well. Let's see what Menefer wants to do. They'll buy weapons, so we might as well set up a storage yard for weapons. They also buy gems, so we can set that up as well. We'll open up that trade route. We'll double up on that. We have enough to set up our gemstone industry. We'll put it right here. And I think we'll set up our pottery industry. Do a little bit more of this and get our final housing block set up. See, that money really has not been an issue for us. It's a pretty easy mission from an economy point of view. I didn't feel like cheesing Seth during this mission, so hopefully we don't get creamed during our invasion. We're up at our 2,000 people already. Unemployment 16%. We lost an infantry, so we're doing pretty okay, I guess, on the military front. That'll help curb some unemployment. We'll get our pottery warehouse down. This will be the only block where we accept pottery, I believe. So we've met all our requirements. We just need to get our kingdom rating up. We could, of course, cheese that. Let's export weapons, went over 0. Let's export gems, went over 0. Our economy should be taking off. And I think we'll just wait for our kingdom rating to come up on its own. I don't really feel like getting a mansion and spamming out gifts. You see our little strategy of some small, inefficient housing blocks is doing well for us. We didn't do any slum housing on this mission. We've managed to going to accept the chickpeas here and then destroy them. Just in case we would take a kingdom rating hit if we missed that. You can see our housing has come up nicely. The spacious homestead. We're doing quite well with unemployment. I think we're going to soak up some of that with some more of those. We lost one. And I think we'll just accept that level of unemployment for the rest of the game. I might add 2 more game meat hunters. We'll deliver that. We only need 8 more till we get our kingdom rating. And now we're only 4 short, so our next fulfilled request should do it. Rather than cheesing it, we'll just wait for that to come. And this is Timna, as I've built it this time. No slum housing, everybody has got food and water and are doing quite well. Oh, and we have a request. It's for weapons. So we'll start to stockpile those. And hopefully that will finish us up for this game. Quite a lot more population than I figured we would get in this mission. And 1 infantry lost again. Closing in on our required number of weapons. And looks like we've got a copper request that came in just ahead of it. I think we'll pretty easily finish up this mission here.
Pharaoh applauds you. Through your skilled management, you have successfully defended your city from Bedouin attack and provided Egypt with the means of defending itself.
Thanks so much for watching. Timna has been pretty good to us. It's nice to be back recording and publishing again, and I will see you in the next one.